Hello to the internet. Hi, internet. I'ma sing a song to the internet until the people stop watching the ads. If they're watching the ads, I'ma sing a song until they're done watching ads. I don't know how long the ads are, so I'ma just keep singing the song until I'm sure the ads are done. Are the ads done yet? Somebody tell me if the ads are done yet. It's not a great song, but I'm singing it anyway. Until the ads are done on the internet. And then Paul's like, I don't watch ads. Stop singing. How we doing, friends? Paul, Pinnell, Cosman's here. Saw the wall in your questions video earlier. Is it not done? Well, it's not done because it doesn't have finish on it. So hopefully we're gonna at least take some shelves down, do a final sanding tonight on them, and then I'm gonna add finish after the show because it's the last thing that I want to do before I go in for the night. Because I think I'm just gonna lacquer it, and I don't really want to be sitting in lacquer fumes. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Keep going. The ads on the internet. We're watching ads on the internet. It's a good song. It's okay. It's not my best song. Hello, journalist. I'm not anymore, my friend. I'm not employed as a journalist. I guess it's like, I guess I'm still qualified. Took my job site saw out of my shop today. Might start moving the new saw in there tomorrow after I clean up the shop. Still backwards. Yeah, probably. Because YouTube sucks at the internet. Maybe it'll never go back to the way it was. Maybe this is just the new reality. I really hope it isn't. And that people complain enough. But I can't see them caring. They obviously made the change for a reason, whatever their reasoning is. And it bothers me quite a lot, actually. How's everybody doing? Pinnell, are you playing video games again? Or are you just checking in before you go back to your Call of Duty? Saturday night's Call of Duty night at the Pinnell house. They did it to punish those of us who don't watch ads. Well, they're punishing everybody who does too, though. And the people who make their money for them. Peckerwood checking in. How you doing, my friend? No, but you're exhausted. You're not playing Call of Duty, but you're exhausted from playing Call of Duty all day. What are we cooking tonight? I think I'm just going to make up a batch of potatoes. I am hungry, and I do have potatoes. So I think I just make a plate of potatoes. Yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. Thanks for reminding me that I wanted to do that. Let's make potatoes. Actually, let's get those going. Let's get those going. Because they're going to take a little bit. Like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, all right. Got the red mini potatoes today. So, pretty good size plate of potatoes. Leave enough that it's worth making them next time. That's almost enough for a side dish next time. Plate of potatoes for dinner. Get that fired up. Making potatoes. Well, I'm not actually making potatoes. The potatoes are already made. I'm preparing the potatoes to be eaten. This is what I'm doing. I really, one of these weeks when I'm out here, I need to make myself a cutting board. This is what I need to do. I grab a couple sticks of that twisted ass cherry and just throw it through the machines. Make a cutting board one of these weeks. I don't like that. I don't like that whole potato. There we go. That'll do. Don't know how I'm gonna do these potatoes. I might just spice them up. We'll go some of the chili oil, the chili sunflower olive oil. Yeah, a little more. Go some Himalayan sea salt. Go some pepper. Go just a little titch of cayenne and some garlic. It's all oily. Oh, those are going to need to go for a while, so we'll get those started. We'll go back to the bench. Let's go back a little bit. Potato dinner, brilliant, simple, and tasty. Yeah, why not? Matt's here. Gonna be some thick taters. They'll be fine. Maybe make a cutting board at some point. Yeah. Love fried potatoes. Had a roommate who used steak seasoning packet. Oh, steak seasoning would be good. I've done that. don't eat a lot of potatoes because of my surgery. Don't do a lot of carbs. Yeah, well, Todd's, bye. White ash is something I want to use for a cutting board. Really an experiment to see how it endures washing and cutting. Should be fine. I don't see it as being that much different than any other, like, walnut. Just kind of a similar hardness, I think, and grain pattern and sort of structure. White ash, I think, would be okay for a cutting board. Oh, we'll call Shannon. Two Christmases ago, I made 5 small cutting boards out of scraps. Decided to try and sell them. Ended up selling enough to make $1,000 profit off 5 cutting boards. Oh, wait, you made 5. And then you got a bunch of orders, I imagine, because I don't think you made $1,000 off 5 small cutting boards. I hope you did, but that seems unreasonable. Oh, you hear him sizzling? Ended up making close to 100. There you go. That's more. Yeah, it does happen. You make nice cutting boards, people start asking you for them. Was there ever a financial review of the Christmas market that I missed? Yes. Well, it wasn't even really a review. I basically just said, well, that sucked. I didn't do a rundown because it wasn't worth it. It wouldn't have taken long enough. I think I made about $180 profit. Friends and family network? Or did you have to go out or do Facebook or something to market? Oh, how Keeltronics sold 100 cutting boards after making 5? It's a good question. Cherry is good for a cutting board, Eric. You're right. Just to people I knew and friends on Facebook. Nice. There's a guy in Alaska that sells cutting boards for a living, makes tons of them. There's a guy just down the street. Well, not just down the street. He's, kind of just down the street. A buddy of mine makes end grain cutting boards and does fancy patterns and stuff in them. And literally that's all he does. He just crushes out maple, walnut, and cherry cutting board, end grain cutting boards all day long. I couldn't do it myself. I'd get bored very quickly, but I personally hate cherry. What? Way too many included crud that shows up once you cut it. Yeah, it's like cherry can be a little bit pitch pockety. Sure. Sometimes. I was pretty tired of it by the time I was done. Yeah, I can imagine 100 cutting boards. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's how I feel about pens when I gotta batch out pens by the dozen. No, thank you. Guy in Alaska has a YouTube channel. My buddy down the street has a YouTube channel too. What is he called? What's his name? Now I feel really bad. He's a good friend of mine, obviously. West. He might be like West Coast Boards or something like that. I feel really bad that I don't remember his actual name. I mean, we're not really friends. Like, we've met and hung out a couple of times. But I see him at the lumber store once in a while when I go in there. Bexford has me revering cherry. Yeah, I get that. It's what I bought when I bought hardwood the first time, and the second time, and the third time. It's a great wood to work with in terms of its workability. Its working properties are really nice to work with. Ryan Hawkins, there he is. That's him. I turned a set of legs for an end grain cutting board coffee table that he made one time. He wanted some walnut turned legs for a coffee table, and it was a big end grain coffee table thing. I was sure. Devo is full-time wood shop, just making cutting boards. Sweet. He gets hundreds of dollars. Yeah, my buddy Ryan makes. He doesn't even put the prices on his boards. I don't think he might on his website, but he did a really good video one time, breaking down like how much he makes, like per effort. And he had a big whiteboard and stuff, and he was like, okay, so we got to add that in, and then we got to subtract glue, and he did this whole. It was a relatively long, in-depth video on like how much he makes for a batch of cutting boards, kind of thing. It was good. Whoa, taters. Bailey's here. Oh, maybe at the very least, we should take the planes down and take the shelves off and like put some oil or something on the basswood ones that don't. The maple ones came across from over there, but the basswood ones are all new and there's just still raw wood. So they should get like a sanding and finishing. At the very least, after I eat potatoes, we'll do that part of it. And then a sand on the whole field to get rid of like my pencil lines where I was putting the shelves. Blessings from Montana. Hey, Andrew McGee. Fucking Montana. Wreck my back. I'm actually subscribed to Ryan Hawkins. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. I run into him at the lumberyard, it's not a lumber yard, lumber store sometimes. We talk on Instagram sometimes. He's been in my shop, I think. Was he here? I think he was here. I was doing a bandsaw setup demo for him and Brad Ruff and who else was here? I think Paul was here. Taught Ryan Hawkins everything he knows about setting up a bandsaw. It's not accurate, but you have fresh powder? Yeah. I haven't gone down a mountain on something The last time I was on something riding down a mountain would have been a snowboard, and it would have been at Sun Peaks Resort just outside Kamloops in about 2009 or so, 2009-ish. Gretchen's here, said something, and then took it back. No backsies. I can see that you did that. Oh, live chat. Look at that. I remembered. 21 minutes in this time. Not bad. Not bad. My comment evaporated. Did it though? Feels like next one had a type you wouldn't understand it. She just doesn't want me to make fun of typos. She's a little self-conscious. But that one had a couple too. Oh, how's everybody going? Did you guys watch the video that went out today? I'm still 100% on this year's resolution in terms of weekly videos. Did the Q&A video today. See, typo you wouldn't get. It was about to soup. It was about to soup. It does feel like you guys do it on purpose. Oh, these are getting good. They're at the point where you gotta sort of like intentionally put a couple face down. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that one looks good. That one looks really good, that one. All right, go on these for a little while longer, and then we'll see. Maybe I've got something in the fridge that we can make this into something a little more interesting, other than just plate of potatoes. Not that there's anything wrong with just plate of potatoes for dinner, but had to break it up in sections. Haven't watched it yet? That's bad friending. I wanted to buy the dang Frank Straza Wood Whisper Guild video, but saved my money. I'll buy it at 40% off in 2 years if I still want it. Fair enough. It only has to be out for a year before it qualifies for the sale. So now I'm craving fried taters. I don't have any in the house. My apologies. Right after the cutting board, put a pair of wooden tongs on the list of things to make. Yeah, I gotta finish those spatulas, maybe some wooden tongs. My rep is ruined after your videos. Now people know I'm not just a jerk to you and do ask legit stuff. Well, to be fair, the first like 3 questions that you asked on Patreon were not actual valid questions. Something like that. I don't know. Try grilling them in smoked paprika and butter. I do like a good smoked paprika. It's true. Need a steak with the potatoes? I don't have a steak handy. It's a good point. The last time I did potatoes, I did steak and potatoes. I like all forms of tomato except sun-dried, but soup with grilled cheese, the simple kind on white bread with Kraft cheese, is the absolute best. No. No. It's lies. Tomato soup can suck it. Eventually, you should make everything out of wood, including the stove and pan. I don't think that wood would be the most heat conductive. I don't think wood would be a good use. I don't think frying pan would be a good use for wood. Feel like that. There was the one I put in the comments for the video. Did you comment on the video? Maybe, I don't know if I ever saw it. I was working all day. I saw a couple of them. So the Instagram clip for the store. Your coworker looks like a good buddy. Fun video. I watched it a few times. There was a couple. There was another one today. That was the buddy that I did the like when your boss says it's not a two-person job or whatever. That's Jason, the buddy that I golf with, who is also Nadia's husband. Nadia owns the store. So technically he kind of co-owns the store. He's the one that runs the laser. Nadia's husband, Jason, is the one that I did that with. Then we did another one today. Where I made fun of influencers. I was like, I'll do it, but I'm going to make fun of influencers. She was like, okay. Hey, I caught one of your lives. Hello. You look well? I feel okay. I'm all right. Making some taters. All right, Paul's out for a little bit. Burb to you as well, my friend. Live bloopers. Yeah, basically this whole show. My live show is basically just blooper reel. I was watching you mix your potatoes, and I started blowing on my ice cream to cool it off. It's good, but yeah, it's good. You are an influencer. Settle down. Check that the blind can make fun of the blind more. I like making fun of the people. Well, the influencer. You know what I mean when I say influencers. The idiots on TikTok and Instagram that like point at words and shit. Like, and usually they're attractive, and that's why people watch them. Like, and they know it, and they exploit it. Those kinds of influencers. Oh, these are going to be good potatoes. These is going to be good potatoes. Oh, you guys aren't going to. It smells really good in here. Raid Shadow Legends. You know Eric Curtis, that's for sure. Yeah, that's a good looking dude, hey? Eric Curtis is a good looking dude. Guys can get away with being ugly. Well, I don't know. Don't call me influencer. All influencer you right in the throat. That didn't even make sense. See? It's just one long blooper reel, this show. Oh. Yeah. Eric Curtis is a good looking dude. He's also really talented too, which is like he's got a good combination of things going. He's intelligent. He seems like a genuinely nice dude. He's really, really, really ridiculously good looking. And he's very skilled. And he's pretty good like videographer as well. So like it's kind of unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to have that many like check marks in columns of being good at stuff. He shouldn't be allowed to have that many. It feels lopsided that he can have as many of those check marks. Is that you and Waldrop should just hang out. Pinnell, I feel like you guys should just either that or like you're communicating on the side on another platform. Like, hey, we should say this together. You do that a lot, you and Pinnell, or you and. Well, I could be talking to either one of you. He's also Eric Curtis, who we were talking about, not Matthias Wandel. He also has like charisma. So as soon as I say he has charisma, now we know we're not talking about Matthias Wandel. Also, I did say that he's attractive. And Matthias is not a good-looking dude. He's also not. Never mind. Everybody can like what they like. Remember? Does anyone else know which actor personality Enchinitis looks like? It's driving me crazy. I've asked others and they don't know. Oh, and Curtis. Okay. What actor personality Eric Curtis looks like? No, I don't know. Like, you think he's like dead ringer for somebody? Like, celebrity person? Because I don't know who that would be. Oh, these are getting good. They're almost done. Just starting to get a little bit crispy. You'd look just like Eric Curtis if you'd style the beard a bit. No, I would not, dude. That's not how attractive works. Like, he's just a good looking dude. He's also built. Like, I think he works out and shit too. Like, he's in shape and attractive and talented and a genuinely good person. Like, he's just like Eric Curtis was on a TV show. He was. So glad I'm not hungry tonight. Oh yeah, good go. He looks like the former mechanic for Fast and Loud, Aaron Kaufman. Sure. I'm gonna have to believe you. How are you doing? Any major things you're working on? No, well, the cleat wall is almost done. I got to make some hangers for some tools to go up on the cleat wall. Is the major thing that I'm working on. Gonna finish up a couple of these shelves tonight. I hope. I'm making some potatoes. Does that count? Yeah, just chipping away at some stuff. I got the door hung. The door's on its hinges. I'm in shape. My shape is round. My shape is getting less round all the time. I feel like I'm slimming down a little bit. Who is this Eric? Eric Curtis is who we're talking about. He's a woodworker guy on YouTube. N Curtis is his channel. He just passed 100,000 subscribers, the jerk. It's what happens when you're attractive and intelligent and genuinely nice and talented in multiple ways. Let's figure out what it is we're going to do with these potatoes, if anything, other than just eat them. All right, let's back over to the potatoes. Crank them down because they're probably done-ish. Let's see what we got that we can do here. Oh, you know what might be good? Let's make them marinara cheesy. I got some Domino's marinara sauce, the extra dips that come with the cheesy toast. I'll do marinara Havarti potatoes. That's what I'll do. That'll be good. Let's chuck some meat in them too. We'll go with some calabrese. Go with some calabrese salami. And some marinara Havarti. Yeah, that'll be good. Calabrese marinara Havarti fried potatoes. I like it. Go. Goes just loosen those up just a little bit. They don't actually need to cook. Oh, yeah. That's what we'll do. That'll be good. Marinara in there. Oops. couple of little Domino's marinara bits. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then that I'll get heated back up. We'll just slap a bunch of Havarti on the top of there and melt it down. Give me it. Yeah. 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 That's gonna be good. Too much tomato sauce. They're just little cups. Backwards is becoming normal. Bought the last two Veritas tools that were in my high priority on my spreadsheet. Oh, nice. Yes, we're flipped still. Did you wash those dishes after last week? Think so. Costco had wooden cutting boards on clearance sale. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Bye. Living on prayers off grid. See you next time. We cook a lot alike. No recipe ever. Just throw together what we think would taste good together. I have recipes that I've developed by doing that I then follow again the next time, but is that Tillamook cheese? That is Saputo, I think. It's gonna be backwards. It's the Saputo slice Havarti. Oh yeah! Look at that. Look at this. Oh. I think that's going to be good. The layer of grease from last week forms a protective film, heating it back up. It's true. It's just seasoning the pan. Forgot about ketchup. I dislike ketchup despite it's tomato based. You can forgive your dislike of tomato soup. I would like tomato soup if it wasn't just absolute shit. Hey, everybody, have you seen Mike's wall? It's big, dusty, and brown. If you ever need a plane, just pick one up to shave that wood. Brush off that dusty workshop wall. And then put it in your mouth and suck them. What? Your wife ever come in the shop hungry after seeing you cook on the stream? She doesn't watch this. Are you kidding me? I saw what you were cooking. No. Come on. We need to get Mike to 100,000 subs. Just need to modify his videos, use auto-tune filters, stand in, be better at it, be more attractive, just be better. I clean a silver dish that had been above a kitchen cabinet for over 19 years. When I washed off the grime, it smelled like fried food. That's not great. Only 83,000 subs to go. So at this rate, I will get to 100,000 subs in approximately 47 years. Based on the trajectory. I don't know, actually. There's probably some kind of website that I could put in the trajectory and see when I get to it. Who's this Jeff guy? I don't know. Jeff Rachwalski. I think he's new. Hi, Jeff. Okay, this is good. This is just another couple of seconds to finish off that melting. Should have said 10 years. It's going to take longer than that at this rate. Only takes one video. Hit that black oil. One shop vac video away from. Is your lens dirty? Seems foggy or kind of smoky? That's mean. That's a mean thing to say about my lens. It might be a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's not smoky. I'm not burning my food. Oh, there we go. This is good. This is good stuff here. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, that like sort of spicy salami grease just rolling around on it. Oh, yeah. Oh. That is what I'm talking about. That is going to be good. Turn off the hot plate. Thank you. Yeah. What kind of colon-hating abomination is he making here? I started just cooking potatoes. I was just like, I'm gonna just fry some potatoes. And then I got some Calabrese salami in there, and I got some marinara, and then I slapped a bunch of Havarti on top of it to melt it down. It's good. This is gonna be good. Look at this. Ah. Oh, this is gonna be hot. I'm gonna fry the inside of my mouth. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Doing work. What, Timothy? You doing Workshop Haven thing this summer? I don't know what that is, but sounds good. If you start a fire, the firemen couldn't get your electrical panel. But yeah, I know they'd have no idea where it is because it's illegally hidden. I'd say your video quality is good because your food always looks good. I don't, but my food does. And photos of food gross me out except for tomato soup. You can keep your tomato soup. You can have mine. You can have your. You can eat your thick tomato juice all day if you want. My apologies. I was trying to be helpful. We're just having fun, man. I'm just joking around. It does look a little bit sort of misty. You're right. It's not very crisp. I don't know if it's the lens or the grease in the air from cooking. Eric Curtis wouldn't have this problem. That's what's hot. That one was hot. That one was hot. Wow. Mm. This is good. I wish you guys could taste this. Is it the lighting? I don't think so. The lighting hasn't changed any. Anybody wipe my lens? Bro, I hope I don't like delete anybody while I'm wiping the lens. Maybe it was the lens. It looks better to me. I think it might have been the lens, right? I bet Matthias has plans for what? Matthias has plans for a camera rig that doesn't fog up with sausage steam. He might. I'll never know. Matthias probably likes tomato soup. Go Browns. Yeah. Yeah, they're a really good football team. He had his camera set to honeymoon pics. Oh, apparently I just had fucking grease all over my lens. I don't know. Matthias' latest video is 15 minutes of the glory of testing stepping motors. That sounds riveting. Complete with spreadsheets and graphs. Awesome. I'm rushing right over. 68 days sober. Congratulate me. Okay. Yeah, congratulations. That's a good number. Every day is a win. If that's what you want in your life, then I'm cheering for you. I was picking on Gretch. Oh, about the Browns? I try to avoid Ohio as much as possible. My ex is from there. Well, I think most people try to avoid Ohio as much as possible. Just in general. And I'm only saying that because I do have quite a few Ohioites that roll around the show. But I think because I like dishing it out as much as I can take it, I'm pretty sure that people avoid Ohio because it's like as bad as tomato soup. Six of the top 10 safest cities in the U.S. are in Ohio. Well, it's not Columbus after a football game, I'll tell you that. See, Jason, last name, the liar. Jason Liarface McLiar is from Ohio. Bailey's from Ohio. There's a couple other Ohioites around. What's Ohio even known for? Iron industry? I think Ohio is known for having terrible football fans. Safest as far as natural disasters like fire and flood. Because you don't have anything worth burning or flooding. Even the fire and the water is like, nah, I'm good. You know it's bad when even fire and water is like Chrissy Hine is from Ohio. Oh, sweet. Even fire and water won't have anything to do with Ohio. That's funny. I'm funny. Cincinnati chili? I'll believe you. Natural disasters swerve Ohio. Because really, they're like, we can't make it any worse, guys. We might as well go around. So today on the show, we're eating sausagey, cheesy, marinara-y potatoes and making fun of Ohio. That's a fun show. I gotta tell you guys, like, I might make these potatoes again. Calabrese salami, Havarti, marinara. Whew. It's a good potato. Nothing better than fried potatoes covered in cheese. It's pretty good, with just like a little undertone of spice with the chili oil and the cayenne on the potatoes, and then a little bit of heat coming from the calabrese. Is that a food Mike's never tried before? It is. I mean, I would consider it. Oh, Mike's never had this food before because I've never made marinara sausage cheese potatoes. Cincinnati chili, they do it weird. Isn't that like the state motto of Ohio? We do it weird. Beanless, what? With cinnamon and cocoa? I've had chili with both cinnamon and cocoa in it. Chili's not chili if it doesn't have beans. They put it on spaghetti and hot dogs. I've had chili on both spaghetti and on hot dogs. The fuck, beanless chili. What's in it then? Like, when I make chili, it's mostly beans. Lasagna with chili instead of tomato sauce. Oh yeah, nice. As a Texans raised person, you were raised by the football team. All real chili is beanless. You watch your mouth. Everybody can like what they like. You can have your thick tomato juice and your beanless chili. Okay? I'm just going to sit over here. I'm going to eat this tomato juice with a spoon and not put beans in this chili. Beef and tomatoes. Well, that's just spaghetti sauce. Now your guys' chili is just spaghetti sauce. Is with your thick tomato juice and your beanless chili. Wendy's chili is all I eat. Wendy's chili is not as bad as it should be. I mean, it's just, I'm pretty sure they just take the burgers that they were supposed to throw out because they got old or whatever in the warmer, and they just like chop them up and throw them in a thing with some beans and some sauce. But it's better than it should be. When Googling Ohio, it lists cornhole as a top 10 items the state is known for. Sure. Wendy's chili is the burgers that are staged and do not sell. I said, pretty sure it's just leftover burgers that just went in the warmer and they couldn't sell them. Like I said, it's better than it should be. I'm feeling feisty, and Mike will just stand up for his crazy ass beliefs. It's not crazy ass belief to think that thick tomato juice is not a food. You should like. I mean, it's a food, I guess, but beans are fillers, and Texans consider them side dish to beef. Yeah, but chili is just all the side dishes they just put in. Wendy's chili is made legit and done very well. I worked there in college. Well, yeah, but back in 1947 when you were in college, they actually made it properly. Now it's just, I don't know why all of a sudden you got super old too. Like it's Tim that I'm supposed to make fun of his age. Tim and Paul. I'm sorry, Bailey. Are you old too? No, you're not that old. I do like a big stick of real cocoa chocolate in my chili. It does add something. When you throw some chocolate in a chili, it is nice. It's kind of like mellows things out a little bit. 92 in college. 1992. Skip the tomato juice, just need to add more hot peppers and it's all good. Everybody can like what they like. I say it all the time. It's like mole. Oh, yeah, kind of. If I could get up from my chair, I'd come over there and hit you with my cane. I'm surprised you heard that, Tim. I wasn't even yelling. He's got his hearing aids turned up tonight. Only 54 this year. That makes you a young buck compared to some of the people over there. Have you guys had African peanut soup? Only had it in juvie. I don't know if I have. I have had a peanut-based soup. I don't know if it was that one. If there are chilies and chocolate, it's... And when the moon hits your eye, like some damn-ass good potatoes that taste a little bit like pizza. Actually. Chipotle made chili for a few winters about 10 years ago. Never been to a Chipotle. I don't think we have Chipotle here. You guys gave us Taco Bell. That's bad enough. I love a comical, joking, and interactive chat. Well, that's basically all this is. This is just like long-ass blooper reel from my regular videos. I had never thought of it that way until somebody pointed it out earlier. I'm making this again. This is good. We gave them Tim's for revenge. I guess, is that an even trade? They gave us Taco Bell, we gave them Tim Hortons. Like, here's a shitty restaurant. Oh, thanks. Here, you can have one too. Yeah, I guess. You don't have Chipotle, but you got a Tim's on every corner. Pretty close. Some, yeah, it feels that way sometimes. Thought we were finishing the plain board. I'm finishing my potatoes first, yo. I'm gonna settle the fuck down for a second. I'm gonna finish my potatoes. Like, we gotta make fun of Ohio for a little bit. Are you up in Cananadia? I am. Pretty much as far left as you can get in Cananadia. Oh, that was delicious. I did good. AIL used to be good for the price, then it got creative. Sausage and taters first, then plain board. That's right. Sausage and taters and cheese. Then we'll let that settle for a minute. Then plain board. Tim's in northwestern New York sells peanut donuts. Peanut donuts, eh? Random chunk of dowel in my pocket. Taco Bell. Oh, Taco Bell. AIL used to be good for the price. That's supposed to be Taco Bell. I've had not terrible food from Taco Bell. One time. But then the next, 3 times, I didn't have not terrible food. And so I didn't go back. I made Chi-Chi's beef nachos for dinner tonight. What's a Chi-Chi's? You need to take a course in middle-aged woman text typos. Or, in what world is AIL a typo for Taco Bell? How is that my fault? Oh, Marv is curious about the peanut donut. Is it peanut butter? Filling? It's a good question. What's a peanut donut? Closest I've been to Vancouver is Northern Oregon. That's pretty close. That's only this far away on a map. I'm not going to Taco Bell after I saw the register lady eating her own boobs. That'd be enough to probably make me not go back either. I remember I've driven across Ohio before. I know a thing about them after realizing that. Okay, new fact about Ohio from Matt. Unknown target have a toll road that you can choose to never leave the whole way through the state. Unknown target have a toll road. Is that my fault? Is this sentence my fault? Born in Buffalo, New York, raised in North Texas, now in Central Maryland. Yeah, she's in Balta Pittspadelphia. I typed they and it turned into unknown target. It feels like you guys are messing with me. The Ohio Turnpike. Unknown target. I love when I try to type they and my phone turns it into unknown target. This is why I don't let my phone try to determine what I'm trying to say. Just type out my own damn words. I don't even have it suggest what I'm possibly trying to say and then let me pick it. I type all of my words out, start to finish. All right, peanut donut. Here we go. Cake, donut, coated in glazed, then rolled completely in chopped peanuts. Oh, so it's just basically covered in chopped up peanuts. That's not as cool. Chi-Chi's was a Southwestern restaurant from the 80s and 90s, but they food poisoned some people and went out of business. That was probably a bad decision. If you ever get the chance, order some sausage or bacon from Noosk's Applewood Smoked Meats. You can send me some. Happy to receive sausage and or bacon in the mail. People talk about where they are. Ohio chickens. What? Ohio chickens were disco taco meat burritos. That's a hell of a sentence. Ohio chickens were disco taco meat burritos with roads that had tolls but blue. At no point in that sentence did I know where that sentence was going. And then I got to the end and I still don't. Coconut donuts are hands down the greatest invention in history. Coconut everything you can have that. You can have my tomato soup and my coconut. You know what? You can put my coconut in my tomato soup and keep it. I'm not reading that, Panel. Mike, do you have a favorite Mortal Kombat character and or Street Fighter? People need to know this is hard-hitting journalism. Yes. Well, my favorite Mortal Kombat characters were all the ninja guys. So I liked Sub-Zero, and I liked Scorpion, and I liked the lizard one. I don't remember his name. The one in green. They all looked exactly the same, but they were different colors. Those were my favorite Mortal Kombat guys. Favorite Street Fighter? The Indian fella with the long stretchy arms that did the side punch thing, and his arms got really long and his legs kicked like this far. I don't remember his name. Marv says he just shows up to see what Chris Pennell types. Oh, okay. I later found out that chichis means boobs in Spanish. Because why wouldn't you name your restaurant Boobs? I wouldn't. If I would name a restaurant Boobs, it'd be good. It'd probably be a better restaurant than Chi-Chi's. They closed down. It pickles because blue is round. It's not. Everybody knows blue isn't round. Idiot. I mean, blue might have been round back in the 1920s when you learned about blue, but it's not round anymore. Okay, science has discovered. Science has moved forward in the last century, Tim, and now we know that blue isn't round. Dalsim, is that his name? Reptile, Smoke, Noob, and the robot ones. Sure. I don't remember enough about those videos. I know there's Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And Scorpion had the spear that he shot on the rope, and then he pulled the guy over, and then you uppercut. And Sub-Zero had the freezing thing, and he froze the guy. And Scorpion also had the one where he teleport out that side of the screen and then into this side, and he knee you in the back of the head. That was fun. And you go, get over here! And then bam. And this is now off we go. We're talking about old school video games now. This show is awesome. You never know what's going on. Even the guy who works here doesn't know what's going on. I'm gonna have myself a cigarette. Then we're gonna start pulling some planes down and buffing some oil into the shelves that don't have any finish on them yet. Mikey B, what you making tonight? We're gonna just do some shelf finishing. I know these little basswood guys are just still raw wood. So we're taking all the planes down and buff some oil into these guys and leave all of the planes and the shelves off. So that last thing I do before I leave the shop tonight is blast this whole thing with lacquer. So that I don't have to sit in the lacquer fumes. And the only reason I'm doing this in lacquer, in case before somebody asks, is because I don't know what I want to do in terms of decorative elements yet. And if it's going to involve stickers and stuff, or I don't want to oil it in case I need to use adhesive things. Like if I'm going to put stickers up on here, I want it to be not an oily surface so that the stickers will stick. Would it be better to use maple sawdust as a substitute for glue? Nope. I'll finish the question. Or should I just steam the wood until it sticks on its own? Also, no. Those were easy. Those were easy questions. Those were good potatoes. Fried potatoes. Is it fried potatoes? The Billy Bob Thornton guy? Lacquer is always a good choice. Like you say, you can always modify. It's true. I'll blast it with a coat of lacquer tonight before I leave the shop. We'll do a final sanding on everything once everything's off. Chris, that is the kind of video title and thumbnail that gets 100,000 subs. What is? Oh, his dumb question? Using maple sawdust instead of glue. Like that's something that like idiot YouTubers would probably do. Are you still hungry? Not right now. I'm pretty full. That was a pretty big size plate of potatoes. I'm okay for a bit. I might get hungry again though. Like I didn't eat again today. So is it possible to use a router to turn pine back into oak? Or will the grain direction cause the wood to unravel? I mean, theoretically possible. If you don't know anything about science. Oh, it's a dumb question. I think the wall, once finished, should be called Davies Airport. Oh, hey-o! I like that. The Davies International Airport. Because some of these planes came from overseas. Wait, did they? Maybe not. I think they're all North American made. But they are international. Chris is dropping acid or playing Minecraft. Could be easier either. Oh, he asked AI to give nonsensical woodworking questions. Oh, that's where they're coming from. He did that one time in a comment. Oh, Mikey B, you still here? Pinnell's comment on the jewelry box video that you filmed and helped edit was an AI generated comment that I think he entered in like a comment about a woodworking video complimenting him on the videography or something like that. It will cause the wood to unravel, guy. Nice. 10 out of 10 plane joke. I do like it. I like the idea of this being the airport. Because they're also like, what is it called when a plane is parked? There's a name for that. When you park a plane, it's not called parking it, it's called something else. But then they can taxi their way out and onto the workbench. You could have claimed them as your own jokes. He could have. All right, let's get some of these off here. What is this plugged? Nothing. Okay. Let's get some of these down. And we'll do some sanding and finishing and things. Let's try to keep them in their orientation so I don't have to try to figure out which way they go back up on the wall. Landed, chalked, docked. None of those sound like what I was thinking it is. You dock a boat. Do you dock a plane? You can make plane noises as you take them off the wall. That's right. I can go. That's not a very good plane noise. Stanleys are World War. Yep. Planes are parked on an apron. But they're also at the airport. Like, this is the airport where the planes are waiting to take off. And then they arrive back at the airport. I like it. Here, let's try it. We'll take them off and turn them. Some of this other here. So I don't knock it off. Right. This guy. Clean some space on my table here. You guys can all come live down on this side on the table saw. Hanger. It's called hangered. They call it concourse to park a plane. The concourse, I think, is the area you walk to get to the plane, isn't it? Isn't that the concourse that you are walking to get to the plane? You walk on the concourse. Maybe not. Gates, give each shelf a gate number. I like that. It's now arriving at gate 4. Yeah. The little Paul Waldrop brass ones all get parked together. It's not, I don't want to call it parking. There's a different word. I know there is. That's my buddy Brad's shoulder plane. Thanks, Brad. There we go, like that. Take them all down. And I don't really need to, because if I try to put it like that, it'll go in, but it won't be right at the edge. So I know that it's got to go this way. But I might as well see if I can keep them even. That one. That one needs a finish. Guess we would give that one. We'll give them all a quick buff with some sandpaper. And should probably gotta try to keep these straight. In terms of, at least in terms of which ones come from which side. There we go. That's this side. But we'll do one side at a time. And I'm just gonna grab, oh, I don't know. Do I even have a sandpaper for this? There we go. I got a 150. Just do them by hand. Basswood's super soft. Write a number on the back edge. Oh! It's a really good idea. Boo. Boo, good idea. How dare you? How dare you? Good idea. We don't do good ideas here. It is a good idea, though. Put a little 2 on the back. Then you know. Yeah. So this is fun, hey? Safety is priority number 42. Give or take. Give or take. I do a lot of wire pulling. It happens, I don't get them marked right, and I regret it every time. Yeah, thankfully these ones will only go in, like each one will only go in one spot. So really, the only The only issue is that I'm going to try to put it in someplace and the pegs aren't going to line up. Or I'm going to put it in backwards and then it's not going to line up with the edge. And I'm just going to know to flip it. It's not. Agent Smith, can you do your trademark wave? I don't have a wave. I don't have a trademarked wave. Like the wave that I do at the end of all my things is like it's kind of like a salute swipe thing. It just tends to be how I wave. Remember when you reassemble it to force it. If it breaks, it needed replacing anyway. So that's a good point. That's just words to live by in general. If you're trying to fix something, then the way you wave in the intros, hey everybody. It's kind of a, I don't even think about it. Say, hey everybody. If you haven't watched the Q&A video that went out today, you guys got to do that. And then ask questions in the comment section for the next one. So I don't have to rely on these Patreon jerks so much all the time. Yeah, let's do this. This one got 3. Well, let's spray it. It's not gonna get that bad in here, right? Like, lacquer fumes aren't that bad for you. Just like the sawdust that's going in my lungs right now. Not that bad for you. Idiot. These ones on this side. Can't be any worse than cigarette. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a pretty good point. This shelf has some cool, like, figuring in it. Get some oil on these, some lacquer on this. Talking about positions in the military. Bailey's from Ohio. Where not even natural disasters will bother to go. Because they can't make it any worse. So why bother? That was pretty funny. Like, even fire and water. No interest. I like how I like gave them personalities too. Like fire was like, oh, never mind. Water, we'll just skip this one. It sucks enough. Let's go around. Like fire is talking to its buddy, flood. I'm like, no, these guys have it hard enough. Have you seen it there? Let's go around. I mean, it's the same thing that they do in Brooks, Alberta. They're like, no, never mind. It stinks. Let's go around. Most of Alberta, really. Let's be honest. Sucks there. All right. Last one. And grab a tack cloth and get the dust off these. Hit them with some oil. Some custom liquid wax. Might have to go get some. I don't know if I have any out here. Your plane wall looks super sad. Yep. It's a little depressed right now. It's not a very attractive chunk of shop right there. Let's get rid of some of those pencil lines. Loud noises. This is definitely something that I should attach to a vacuum. And also put a sandpaper disc on. That was not going to be very effective. Could have done that for a long time, and then I gotta get the vacuum. That's stupid. At least put the bag on it, like. Except I don't know where the stupid little bag is. Don't know where the bag is for the sander, so I'll get the vacuum. Loud noises. can't do the sander and the... Should have been different plugs. But look at this. I can just open this. And then right over here. Do this one over here. Yeah. Open. Break those edges just a titch. Go. Tack cloth. Oh, good. Good news over in the finishing drawer there. We got one of my bottles of dye has somehow exploded. And most of what's in there is blue now. That's cool. It's not. Okay, that is ready as it's gonna get for some lacquer. Should we blast it? Let's just blast it. Come on. And then we'll do the shelves after. I get get it in here for a second. There we go. Whoa, hello. Smells pretty terrible in here already. People still here? Hey. Never do this without a respirator. This is really, really, really bad for you. This is really, really bad for you. Is anybody even still here? There's some people still watching. Don't do this. Oh, burn. And that's gone. That's going to be enough for now. Because I got to step away from it. And I keep popping the damn lid off it. Ah! Don't do that. Yeah, it's Ohio is who we should make fun of. Idiot. The fucking lacquer all over the place. All right. What did I do? I got back. I did something by accident. Top half needs more. Yeah, I know. It was on the way. Mike won't need lacquer's face now. Yeah. It exploded. They busted the lid off, and then when I went to go put the tab back on, it just started going. And that wasn't fun. Like, what's the deal? Oh, because a piece of it actually broke off in there. This isn't going to be a good idea. This isn't going to be a good idea. This is not a good idea. Oh, maybe. All right. I'm back in action. Still think I'm done for tonight, though. And just like keep misting that a little bit over the next little while. Whew. Your shop smells better than my shop right now. My shop did smell better than your shop. But it doesn't right now. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna have a cigarette. Come here to learn. My little gun thing. Maybe I'll get the other gun thing. That one seems to be a little bit buggered. Didn't seem like that one was gripping all that well. It doesn't need a ton. Like it doesn't, it's not like this thing needs a whole whack of coats of this. Alright, you guys thought it was hazy in here before. Whew. Open the garage door before you light that cigarette. Yeah, the garage door's been open for a little while. I'm gonna just continue opening it. Ready? Nope. Nothing lit on fire. Okay, good. Whew. There's the first couple of goes of it. People talking about. Yep. Just love the garage doors closed right now. It was open. For most of it. There we go. Just put some oil on the shelves. Let that cure for a bit. I'll probably blast it with one more coat before I go in tonight. And then, yeah, put the shelves back up, put the planes back up, and this will be done. See, I still haven't decided what's going to go in the middle of it yet. That's why it's still just kind of like open space. I'm not sure whether it's just going to be decoration in the middle or if I'm going to hang something else over there. I'm going to do a secondary one over on that side over there. I'm going to do a little skinny one of these. For a few more planes, I'm going to put my 45 over there and probably joinery planes once I get some more of those, once I get a router plane and a shoulder plane and maybe something else. I'll put them up on that secondary one, and this will just be bench planes. Maybe my Shinto rasp, maybe cabinet scraper. They can live on these shelves too. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly yet. I just know what the outside is looking like. So and then over here, that's cleat wall. So that'll be routers and jigsaw and like power tool thingies. Power tool, hand tools, and accoutrement. Just about ready. That needs some oil too. And then hand planes and stuff back on there. And I also haven't decided what's going on this in terms of decor. I might do a wood burn. I might do a wood burning on this, which is why this isn't finished yet. Because I might do a wood burning on that panel. Mike's on Vancouver Island. It's true, I am. Oh, there's new people asking? Devil Dog. I am, yeah, on Vancouver Island, just off the coast of BC. We're getting 4 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow here in New York. I'm thinking about going golfing on Monday. In fact, I'm probably going golfing on Monday. Mikey B's taking the kids to the beach tomorrow. Nice. You go down to Saratoga? What beach are you going to? I love that we live in Canada and we're talking about like, I'm going golfing tomorrow or on Monday. Yeah, I'm going to the beach tomorrow. And all these Americans are all like, it's snowy and gross. It's all beach, man. Well, yeah, but I mean, is it though? I do draw a little bit of a distinction between, I mean, yes, okay, I can go down to the beach right there at the bottom of Rockland. But that's kind of more, that's the shore, really. We call it the beach, but is it though? I mean, I guess. High of 23 Fahrenheit forecasted in Pennsylvania. I'm in Canada and I'm going golfing on Monday. Pretty sure. Always loved the west coast of North America. Sadly, never lived there. Got super expensive about the time I left. Huh. But it's not inexpensive, that's for sure. Jeffrey Brathwalski, where are you at, my friend? Are you talking about the weather here? Are you 7, 8, and 9 highs for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Are you talking about here? Where are you at? Oh, here in Pennsylvania. Are you talking? So now you're talking Fahrenheit, so the rest of the world can't understand you. Damn Fahrenheiters. Smells great in here. It smelled better when I did the potatoes. Right. So I'm not going to oil the shelves just now here live on the show. Because honestly, I do kind of want to escape the garage. I'm going to blast this one more time. And then I think I'm going to go to bed. We don't know how to convert to Celsius. Well, you wouldn't have to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius if you just stop using Fahrenheit. Does the beard keep you warm like a cashmere sweater? I don't know at this point because I've had it for so long that I don't. I imagine it would insulate somewhat, but I haven't been beardless for almost 10 years, so I don't remember if I was colder. Minus 13V. Minus 13C. Fahrenheit is how all important and meaningful temperature measurements are made. Trying to think of an important and meaningful temperature measurement that's made in Fahrenheit. I can't think of one off the top of my head. They tried to scare us into that metric shit back in middle school. I will admit that I am not fully metric. Canadians have a weird hybrid. We've talked about it before. I'm not mostly metric. We do some metric, some imperial here in Canada, just because the fucking Americans make it so hard for us to fully go to. It's a better measurement system. It is absolutely, objectively speaking, it is a better measurement system. But we only kind of go halfway with it. Kelvin is a better temperature measurement, yes it is, than Celsius or Fahrenheit. Yeah, no. That's the thing. I'm trying to think of an important temperature measurement that's measured in, because science sure as hell ain't using Fahrenheit. Celsius is weird. It's like 30 and you're lukewarm, and 33 and you're dead. No, you're pretty warm at 30 as well. Let's say lukewarm. Well, it depends on who you are, but Lukewarm is like 20. 20 is like pretty comfortable. It's a little bit above room temperature. I like my room 17 degrees. Some people might think that's a few degrees cold, but 17 degrees is like, for me, it's good room temperature. Once you get over 30, you're starting to get a little bit warm for me. But I agree, metric is much easier to math. I don't math it. Come on. You don't need to math it, but it's like it divides into tens and it multiplies by tens and stuff. It's like there's 17/64ths. Like, fuck off with your 17/64ths of an inch. You're so dang nice. We are pretty nice. There's assholes everywhere. Canada's got its douche canoes for sure, but what measurement do you use with wood cutting? Metric? No, I use, does it fit? Even my friend Mikey B from like just around the corner over here. He came and he was filming me making stuff and he was like, dude, why don't you measure things? why don't you just measure that? Like, I don't need to. I don't want to. Shut up. Is it big enough that it goes in there? Is it the right size to fit in between those two things? That's the measurement. It's like 7 degrees in my shop tonight. Sure. I buy that. You got a little heater thing out there, don't you? Or are you just doing like incandescent light bulbs and that's the heat? I don't remember if you have a little space heater or not. The heater's on and it's 7 degrees. Feels warmer than that in here. Oh, but I'm attached to the house, so I'm getting a little bit from there probably. I got the little oil heater rocking over there. I'm pretty okay. I love how the world thinks the US only Fahrenheit when we use Celsius for science too. I know all your smart people use Celsius. It's like they watch sitcoms and think we all wear shoes on carpet. We all wear our shoes. We all wear our shoes. Our shoes. A 2-foot circle of heat directly in front of your heater. Nice. That's all you need. In the US, we argue over 2 degrees Fahrenheit, so we couldn't deal with Celsius. Yeah, you guys would be dealing like, no, it's 38.4 degrees. The units of time are based on the Earth's rotation and revolution around the sun. It's true. That's just facts. Changing the length of a day or year to fit a metric system would be difficult. Well, yeah, but that's not, you don't use metric in time. Time isn't, what? Changing the system of time into metric. I don't understand. There's no such thing as metric time. I don't get it. this far is this far, whether it's in metric or imperial. is still this far. Same as like the rotation of the planet is going to take the same duration whether you're measuring it. I'm interested though, just figure if we could make a metric like time system where the rotation of the planet was divided into like 100 instead of 24. And then we divide that 100 by tens, and those would be the times. So there'd be like 10 time zones of 10 units each. This is a thing we could do. Okay. So the unit, though, would not be a minute or a second or an hour or whatever. We would have to divide it into an even 100 and then divide it into 10 units of 100 and then divide it into 100 units of those 10. So the clock would have 10 numbers on it, and between each of those numbers there would be 10 decans. Sure, decans. There's 10 decans in a dinnet, and 10 dinnets, 100 dinnets in a dower. So far, it's not bad. And then 10 dowers in a day. This is a thing we could do. Just nobody would know, like, no one born right now would know how long a dinnet is. Zour. Oh, that's what I like. That's okay. They'd be called decans. Yeah. Decans and dinnets and dowers and days. And then there's 10 decans in a dower. No, 100 decans in a dower and 10 dowers in a day. And we don't need this. This is not something we need. No, we don't need to redefine the length. Well, we wouldn't be redefining the length of a day. We don't need to redistribute the portions of time. How often do you compute with, how often do you compute with pi? Every day. I have 1 pi or 2 pies, or the volume of a cylinder multiplied the radius squared, 3.1416, yeah, well, approximately, times the height of the cylinder. So I do that calculation like on a daily basis. You're killing me. Read my post. You don't tell me what to do. You're not in charge. Milliseconds and kiloseconds exist. It's true, but they're still based on initial slices of time being 24 and 60, and then kiloseconds and milliseconds, or whatever, right? Mike, do you sharpen your own table saw blades? I do not sharpen my own table saw blades. I have had a table saw blade sharpened once, but most of the time I don't buy good enough table saw blades to bother sharpening them. I just buy a new one. My heavy duty Freud, like super rip cut or whatever it's called, has enough carbide on it that I could get probably 2 sharpenings out of it, and I've had it sharpened once. So after I sharpen it one more time, it's going in the garbage. But most of the time I just I buy, unless my blade is worth more than like $40, I'm going to use it till it's dull and then throw it out. This live is very philosophical, right? We're talking about how terrible Ohio is, which is a philosophical question at its heart. How do you handle clients that are like, that cabinet is 7/16 off, not going to work? I don't work with those people. That's how I handle them. Metric time and decimal time have their own wiki entries. I believe you. Freud, sometimes a saw blade is just a saw blade. And sometimes it wants to fuck its mom. That's what Freud said. Sometimes a saw blade is just a saw blade, and sometimes it wants to fuck its mom. I think it's the lacquer fumes. I think that's what's doing it. Sometimes it wants to. Time is drifting away, passing us by. But it's gone forever, my friend. This sounds like song lyrics. The lacquer is kicking in. I don't know if it's making that much of a difference, honestly. I'm a little odd. What's your big goal this year? Big goal this year is, well, I have a video that just came out a couple weeks ago about, I don't remember what I called it, but it's like my resolutions for the year. And it's got my goals for the year in it. I would say the main one is to schedule myself better, to be more diligent with how I plan my time, and then doing what I plan. So like right now I got a whiteboard of things that are getting crossed off, and it's this week and next week, and I've got a Google Calendar that is doing a monthly thing. So scheduling my time, but time management is probably my main thing this year. But part of the reason that I'm doing the time management goal is because I want to get back to releasing weekly videos, which so far is going well. My 20-inch radial arm saw blade is over $800 each. Getting new carbide done is $175. Why you got a 20-inch radial arm saw? What the absolute shit do you need a 20-inch radial arm saw for? I mean, that sounds awesome, but I've never seen one of those, and I don't know why you would need one. But it does sound awesome. Right now, I'm not sure if I want to unsubscribe or want to buy into Patreon. I know, that's what's so confusing about this show, is you don't even know if you like it. Like, you keep watching. People keep watching, but they don't even really know why. I used to have my blades sharpened, and I bought a machine to sharpen them myself. Seems to do a good job. Setup is a bit tedious, but it works. Yeah, Paul Waldrop sharpens his own everything. He sharpens the carbide tips on his turning tools like some kind of. He probably eats tomato soup. Actually, I don't think he does eat tomato soup. He doesn't like tomato-based things. Timber framing. Okay. All right. In which case, an $800 saw blade. Didn't you see Stumpy Nubs? No. I mean, I have seen him. I've never seen him make anything, but I have seen him. I'm working on a jig to sharpen my chisels on my drill press. Okay. That's a thing, I suppose. Sure. You Tomato soup is the devil. It's not the devil, it's just garbage. I can get my other Coca-Cola. The one thing that Stumpy made, he wound up almost cutting his hand off. Is that why he's called Stumpy Nubs? I don't know. All I know is that he's always trying to sell me something. And what does the bee say? What does what bee say? What? Hold on. Oh, what does a bee say to the other bee in a Japanese restaurant? Bee say to bee, another bee. One bee say to the other bee in a Japanese restaurant. I don't know. But I'm not going to be a fan if this joke is racist. I'll be honest. Wasabi. Ah, wasabi. I like that. Okay. That was family friendly. I like that. He was carving a bench using the chainsaw attachment on an angle grinder. Oh, the Lancelot. Almost lost all of his fingers when it got away from him. And people listen to this fucking guy about advice on things? That's the one thing that we watched him do with a tool, and we're going to trust him to give us recommendations on things? Tomato soup is just a hot smoothie. It's a hot, thick tomato juice. Like, tomato soup is good if you have 5 pounds of grilled cheese sandwiches to go with it. It's not, though. It's still not the best option. Literally released a video earlier today that addresses this. You show me a shiny tool, put it on sale, or make it available in blue, I will buy it. Okay. I'll sell you this. It used to be $50. Now it's $48. I have 4 of them available. Been reduced to $48. Wait, do you already have one? I think you might already have one. Did you buy one? I don't remember who bought them. A chainsaw kicked back, and my grandpa caught it with his hand before it hit his face. At least he did catch it with his hand before it hit his face. Damn, that's even unpleasant to say. You do have one? Okay, thanks. I almost bought one of the 4-inch chainsaw heads for carving with the angle grinder, and on the way to the cashier, Sense got a hold of me and I put it back. Yeah, well, especially when you don't need the chainsaw ones. You get, like, there's lots of good discs out there that can do the same job that aren't going to fucking take your hand off. I love tomato soup. And we get it, Gretchen. Okay, you like tomato soup. You can have all of my tomato soup. Anytime I get a tomato soup, I will send it to you. Oh, wait, I love tomato soup, but I also like Mike. Hey, that's nice. Exhibit S is that Mike is awesome. I agree. Sometimes I think that I'm pretty good. Rather be ugly than fingerless. I think that's true. I think that's a good, I don't, yeah. Yeah, if you want a cutter, get the carbide or rasps. I got free ones. Hey, so that company sent me some of those. I'm going to use them in an upcoming thing. I got 5 pounds of grilled cheese minus the tomato soup. That's right. You keep your tomato soup, your hot, thick tomato juice. We got to 2.5 hours. We got over 2.5 hours all of a sudden here. That's cool. We haven't had a decent length show for a little while. I am, though, I'm going to wrap it up because I want to blast one more coat on this guy. And I want to get out of the shop right after doing that and go to bed because tomorrow I do have to work for a couple hours tomorrow. I got to go into the shop and cover the front desk for a little bit while everybody else teaches. And then I'm going to oil these shelves and get them back up there. And I oil the cleats on the cleat wall. And then I got to make some tool hangers for over there over the next couple of days. And then that'll be done. Hey, Mike, what do you have available in your shops right now on Etsy? Nothing. I think I took it all down because it was just costing me money sitting there and nobody was buying it. And I was having to pay to have it sit there. And so I took it all down. And I'm currently looking at, not really looking at, but I'm currently considering online sales platforms that may be better than Etsy for me. So I don't think there is anything up there. If there is anything up there, somebody let me know so that I can take it down because it's literally just costing me money being there. Tomato soup is great. It goes best with grilled cheese. Fight you. I told you, Tim, I can't actually fight you because you would die. Because you're old and decrepit. And if you could have heard that, you would have been really mad. Gotta get going. All right, my friend. We'll see you later. Your Etsy shop contains all your hopes and dreams for sale on it. It's true. It has all of my hopes and dreams and all of Stumpy Nubs' charisma. And can't even cross the border. Yeah, I know. But if I could, probably wouldn't anyway. All right. Paul's leaving. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to blast this one more time and I'm going to go to bed. We'll see you guys next week. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. See you in 7 days. Go have some tomato soup. Go have some hot, thick tomato juice. Like an idiot. Everybody can like what they like. Bye.